I've had many conversations regarding how I focus and how I manage motivation, so I wanted to make a video about it and share a couple of tricks that worked wonders for me. Now keep in mind that this is completely subjective, we're all different and different things might work for us, but if you're looking for some things to try, give this a shot. I'll only be sharing the ones that really made a change for me, so hopefully you can find some value in them. Hello and welcome back to Alchemy Ship. My name is Andras, I'm the developer behind NecroBouncer and I'm currently working on Game is Full of Bugs. You can check out the game on Steam and if you like it, wishlisting it goes a long way, but now let's get into the video. I'll be talking about two things, creating tasks and timing your work. These two things are fairly obvious, but you can do them in many different ways, so let me tell you how I do it. Oh, and I'll be talking from the perspective of game development, but you can apply these to any kind of work, be it your creative project or simply some work around the house. So first, the tasks. What I like to do is write as many tasks as I can think of for this project and separate them in some sort of a long-term plan that spans across its entire duration. This makes me be able to kind of forget about these things because they're written somewhere, so it eases my mind to not have to think about them all the time. But maybe you're not far enough in your project to write the plan to its completion, so in that case, just write what you can. After this, I make a short-term plan, usually up to 1 week, where I try to subdivide the tasks as much as possible so I have really small chunks of work in each of them. So for instance, if I have to make an enemy for my game, I can subdivide that task into animation, coding, implementation and testing, and then animation can be further subdivided into idle, run and attack, and same goes for everything else. The benefit of it is that once you have this plan ready, you can go through the tasks one by one and not be forced to always think about what comes next or if you have forgotten something. It makes it a lot easier for you to just stay focused on the current thing, and if you get lost or distracted, you can just check your tasks and continue where you left off. Another thing is that it feels really good and motivating when you scratch off completed tasks. Now this might sound a little silly, but it really does help. What I like to do is that in the morning I separate the tasks I want to do today, and then I also write them down on paper so I have them in front of me at all times and they serve as a quick lookup for me so I don't have to open the app for them. And in the end I get to check them off twice, so you get that good feeling twice as well. The other thing is timing your work. Now specifically what I suggest is to use an app to track your working time in a way that you set yourself a timer and really focus on the work for the duration of it. I found the ideal time block for me is 90 minutes of work and then 10 to 15 minutes of break where I take a walk. Walking is crucial here. It gives you the time to think about what and how you're gonna do the next thing, or just cool off and relax your brain a bit. Studies also found that walking improves your cognitive function, so it can really help you figure out some stuff that you're stuck on. It also occupies you just enough that you can't really do anything at that time, but you're free to think about random things and come up with some good ideas. Similarly, how a lot of our good ideas come to us while we shower. Now before I move on to the final point, if you're enjoying this video, I would really appreciate it if you like it, maybe share it, and down in the comments below let me know what you think about it, and if you have any good tips or tricks yourself that worked well for you, I would love to discuss them there as well. So the last thing that I want to talk about is something I see a lot of these types of videos mention: finding joy in the journey. What this means is that you should strive not to focus on the goal or destination, but finding happiness in the process. Now this is definitely a really good and powerful thing if you can do it, but it is something that most of us can't do. This ability can develop over years of you having a good work ethic, and it cannot just be turned on, so you should not strive for it, and more importantly, you shouldn't get discouraged if you don't achieve it. You can do really quality work by just staying consistent and trying to set yourself short-term goals. If someday you're able to enter this avatar state of infinite motivation, you won't need a video to tell you about it because you developed it through good work habits. And that's it, those are a couple of my tricks and suggestions that I've refined over the years, and I really hope they can help you in any way. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and as always, if you don't want to miss any future uploads, hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you up in the next one. Cheers!